Good morning, students of class 12. Today I will discuss on the some question answer from the chapter, that is D and F block elements, because in D and F block there are huge questions. The probability of question is huge in number, and also the explanations are different. So first of all, to recap on the explanation by questions, I have taken the class. Now first of all, going to the first question. The E0 value of M2 plus M value of copper is positive, that is 0.34 volt. What is possibly the reason for this? So E0 value of Cu2 plus Cu is equal to 0.3 plus 0.34 volt. What will be the possible reason? Now all the metals generally, the higher reactive metals generally come with a negative E0 value, and as the negativity of the value of the reduction potential, it is the reduction potential value is decreases, its strength is increasing. So here the strength is less. Why this is less? Here from the molecular state or from the metallic state, here the steps are copper metal to copper atomic or copper gas. Here the energy is liberated, which is known as delta atomization. Another one, that is copper plus gas to copper 2 plus, it is the delta ionization. Another one, Cu2 plus aqueous, that is Cu2 plus aqueous, that is delta hydration. So the three kinds of energy are summed up to make the reduction potential value. Now in case of copper, here energy is given to the system, ionization, here also energy is given to the system, and delta hydration, it is energy is liberated from the system. Now the value of delta H hydration is less in case of copper, which cannot exceeds the value of delta atomization and delta of ionization, and for this reason possibly it comes with a positive E0 value. So the explanation is the delta hydration of Cu2 plus is not sufficient to undergo the process, that is the delta of atomization and also the delta of ionization, right? So there is the explanation. Next, why is the highest oxidation state of a metal exhibited by fluorides and oxides only? So the metal oxidation state of metal are maximum in case of fluorides and oxides. We know that the electronegativity of fluorides and oxides, that is oxygen, is highest. Now, as the electronegativity increases, its capacity to oxidize and metal is also increases, and for this reason it can uplift the electron from the ground state to the different excited state and different compounds, and for this reason the oxides and fluorides comes with are very frequent. Next one, which is stronger reducing agent, Cr2 plus or Fe2 plus? Stronger reducing agent. Stronger reducing agent. Now Cr2 plus and Fe2 plus. Now for reducing agent, it will oxidize, so it will oxidize to Cr3 plus and it will oxidize to iron 3 plus. It is after the oxidation plus electron. Now the stability of chromium 3 plus and iron 3 plus we have to consider. Now if we follow the Cr3 plus chromium that is 24, that is 3 plus, that is D3, right? So Cr2 plus that is D4 is 2. iron D6S2. Now S is liberated. 4 here chromium 3 plus, that is D3, and it is D5. Now the in case of chromium 2 plus, here it is if we find the value of this couple, that is we can find that Cr3 plus Cr2 plus Cr3 plus Cr2 plus is equal to minus 0.41 volt, and Fe3 plus 2Fe2 plus is equal to minus 0.77 volt, is equal to 0.77 volt. So from this value we can predict that this is highly oxidizing reducing agent, because it comes with the more negative value, Cr3 plus to Cr2 plus, but iron 3 plus it comes with a positive value. So the D4 electronic configuration to D3 electronic configuration is easier than that of D6 to D5, because in the D6 one electron or one shell is paired up, but in case of D5 D4 here, that is D4, it is D6, now it is D4, now D6, here the electrons will uplift from here, so we have to overcome the energy of the bonding of the electrons, and for this reason this is higher reducing agent. So due to the stability that is comes with the orbital representation or electronic distribution is the reason behind the question. Next one, calculate the spin magnetic moment of M2 plus aqueous in ion, that is Z equal to 27. Now Z equal to 27, that comes with the over. So M2 plus of atomic number 27. Now 27, that is D7. Now how many lone electrons are there? That is 3 lone electrons are there. So the bond moment, that is mu equal to root over of n into n plus 2, that is root over of 15. The value will be 3.87. So it is the magnetic moment. Next, explain why Cu2 plus ion is not stable in aqueous solution. Very important question. Cu plus is not stable in aqueous solution. There is the reaction, that is disproportionation reaction, where one oxidation state, after the reaction it will convert to 2 different oxidation state. Here copper, that is 1, will change its oxidation state to copper 2 and also copper 0. So it is an example of disproportionation reaction. Now explain why this kinds of observation is observed. The higher stability of copper 2 plus ion in aqueous solution is the reason behind it, and it is also that the delta hydration enthalpy of copper 2 plus is higher, and as the stability is due to the hydration enthalpy, so the copper 1 in aqueous solution readily disproportionate to form copper 2 plus and copper 1. So reason is the higher stability of copper 2 plus in aqueous solution because of higher hydration enthalpy, and the attached reason. Next one, actinoid contraction is greater from element to element than lanthanoid contraction. Why? Now I discussed this question earlier that during the actinoids there comes the 5f orbital. and the lanthanoids there are the 4f orbital which is occupied. Now in length actinoids the 4f screening capacity and 5f screening capacity. So the 5f screening capacity is less than that of the 4f1, and for this reason the with increasing atomic number the 5f series attracted by electrons more than that of the previous one, that is 4f series, and for this reason the actinoid contraction is greater and in case of than that of the lanthanoid contraction. If you have to write down the electronic configuration, suppose cobalt 2 plus or chromium 3 plus, then you not to elaborate in the 1s2 2s2 3s2 etc. You have to take the nearest noble gas configuration. Just for example, copper plus. Now copper, the atomic number that is 29. Now the nearest noble gas, that is argon, and 3d10. That is the copper 2 plus, copper plus, and for copper 2 plus it is 3d9. Next one, what is lanthanoid contraction and what are the consequences of lanthanoid contraction? First question, what is lanthanoid contraction? It is very important question. What is lanthanoid contraction? I just discussed that when the 4f orbitals are filled up by electrons, and as 4f having the less screening capacity and diffused, then the nuclear attractive force is largely felt by the outermost cell, and resulting which the lanthanoids, the size of the lanthanoids are decreases. And next question, that is what are the consequences of the lanthanoid contraction? So first of all comes with the same atomic sizes. First of all same atomic sizes come, and second one there are the examples, that is with atomic size there is the boiling point, melting point, which comes in close result. Next one, that is the nature or the basic nature of oxides and hydroxides. Now with increasing atomic number the covalency in the compounds is increases, and the bonding point, that is the basicity, are also decreases, but the acidity is increases, because with attractive force the M, suppose M is the metal, then MOH, suppose X it is the hydroxide. Now MOH bond, so this bond is become more polarity when the atom size is less, because nuclear attractive force is greater and the H liberation is easier. So from left to right the basicity is decreases along the period and acidity is increases, very important. So the basicity is decreases along the period and also acidity is increases along the period, because with atomic, when atomic number increases from left to right, there the OH bond, that MOH bond is become more covalent, but as the covalency in the character increases, the OH bond having more polar and H liberation is easier. So the acidity from left to right for the hydroxides increases and the basicity is decreases. This is the consequences of lanthanoid contraction. Next one is the separation of lanthanoids. It is also a consequences that lanthanoids, as it comes with different shape and it comes with same size and shape, so it is more difficult to separate the lanthanoids. Variation and physical property. So the consequences that the variation in physical property, variation in basic strength, same atomic size, and separation of lanthanoids. Next question, that is the enthalpies of atomization of transition metals are high. Why this is high? Because enthalpy of atomization, that means from the metallic state to the gaseous state. Now from the metallic state we know that there is strong metal-metal bond or metallic bonding is there in between the atoms of the metal, and to overcome this we have to give a large amount of energy, and due to which they show less tendency towards the complex formation, towards the reaction. Next one, the transition metal and their compounds act as good catalyst. Why these act as good catalyst? Because first of all, the transition metals, as it contain with different electronic configuration, and the transitions also possible in transition in the metal series. So suppose D2, D3, here electronic upliftment is possible, and for this reason it is the transition element shows uh, a good catalysis in different reaction, that is palladium, platinum are used for the hydrogenation, etc. Now this palladium and platinum give a large surface area to absorb the reactants, and this is also another reason. So it gives a large surface area to reaction to occur. So first one is the electronic configuration, and second one is large surface area. Now surface area will be discussed on the surface chemistry and the electronic configuration. These are the two reasons behind the catalysis of transition metal. Next one, that is, what do you mean by disproportionation reaction? Give two examples of disproportionation reaction in aqueous solution. Now disproportionation reaction is the reaction when one metal oxidation state is converted to two different oxidation state in a same reaction. The reaction that is here given, that is manganate ion MnO4 2 minus, when in presence of acid convert to permanganate and Mn4 plus. MnO4 2 minus plus H plus forming MnO4 minus plus MnO2 plus H2O. This is the disproportionation reaction. 3 4 3 4 2 2. Here oxidation state is plus 6, here it is plus 7, it is plus 4. So it is an example of disproportionation reaction. We know that there is the stepwise formation of the dichromate and permanganate from chromite ore and also from the pyrolusite ore. This is a very important question. What are alloys? Now alloy is a homogeneous mixture of metal and non-metal. What is alloy? Alloy is a homogeneous mixture of metal and non-metal sometimes. Name an alloy which contains some lanthanoid metals. Mention its uses. So the lanthanoids, the one alloy of lanthanoid is the mixed metal, MiSCH, mixed metal. It is an alloy of cerium, lanthanum, etc. Beside these questions, there are more questions, that is, how many unpaired electrons are present in Mn2 plus ion, and how do you influence magnetic behavior of Mn2 plus ion? Magnetic behavior, that as it is diamagnetic, paramagnetic, etc. Now magnetic behavior is calculated from the electronic distribution, and how many unpaired electron, it can be calculated that Mn2 plus manganese having the electronic configuration, that is Mn2 plus. Just follow it. Mn, first of all, atomic number of Mn is 25, Mn2 plus, that is 23. Now 23, that is Mn2 plus, that is argon, and 3d5. Now argon 3d5 is represented as it is the electronic configuration of manganese 2 plus. So it is paramagnetic in nature because as there is lone electron is there, so it is paramagnetic, and if there is no lone electron, then it is diamagnetic. This property will also be discussed on the next chapter, that is coordination chemistry. Next one, complete the following. Out of this, the Cu2 plus aqueous plus I minus aqueous. Cu2 plus aqueous plus I minus aqueous. The reaction is Cu2I2 plus iodine. Cu2I2 plus iodine. Next one, that is what happens when KMnO4 is heated. KMnO4, it gives oxygen and MnO4 2 minus. Just follow that. A K2MnO4 plus H2O plus MnO2 plus O. KMnO4 to K2MnO4 MnO2 plus O. The oxidation 2 only 2. So it is the heating of KMnO4. Why Cr2 plus is stronger reducing agent than iron 2 plus? I just discussed earlier. Among the divalent cation in the first transition series, manganese exhibit maximum paramagnetic character. Explain. Manganese exhibit because it comes with d5 electronic configuration. As the lone electron pair is maximum in case of manganese, so it will show maximum paramagnetism or highest bond moment. There are huge number of questions there, and there are different explanation. But these questions I discussed today will help you, and carefully hear the explanation, and it will help you to answer the more questions from this chapter. On the next day, I will discuss on the next class. I will discuss on the coordination compounds, the next chapter. Thank you.